music, take you there. Where Star will take you everywhere, bringing music closer to your heart. Where Star will take you there.
Only barbecue, only grill, only side dishes, only additional dishes with only charcoal barbecue. Indulge and choose from our 8 types of meat. Beef samgyeopsal, pork samgyeopsal, spicy samgyeopsal, tender flavorful moksel, pork barbecue, spicy chicken, and chicken barbecue. Don't limit those cravings and go all out with more than 20 additional dishes. From ramyun, soy sauce chicken, fried chicken, dumplings, kimali, tteokbokki, chop suey, spaghetti, macaroni salad, kimbap, vegetable salad, kakis, doenjang soup, egg soup, sweet and sour pork, and many more to satisfy your appetite. Top your foodie experience with unlimited side dishes to choose from with a variety of vegetables, finger foods, noodles, spices, and many more. Best experience with family and friends. Treat yourself and visit us now at Samgyup Pocha, located at number 2 Leonard Wood Road, Manuel A. Rojas, Baguio City. Open from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Redefine Unlimited.
The Baguio Country Club, the first and only 5-star mountain resort in the Philippines, is fully equipped and ready to welcome you back. The club has thoroughly worked on adapting to the new normal. The usage of any of the facilities and amenities of the club is governed with specific rules, regulations, and procedures in accordance to the medical, physical distancing, and disinfecting protocols. And as you return back here to your second home and make new memories with us, we assure you that at the Baguio Country Club, you do not have to worry because we can assure you that the club continuously puts great importance to the health, safety, and wellness of its members, guests, and employees.
The most beautiful design you will find ever. Great furnitures and better price. Made in Korea. Art and Furnitures. Visit us at San Luis Bugo, La Union. Contact us at 0915-117-0111. Art and Furnitures.
May panlaban na ako sa pimple dahil sa araw-araw na pet malungwerpa ng Kati Alice. Say hi to a new confidence with Kati Alice.
Hello, good morning, TJ Home Builders po.
TJ Home Builders po?
Yes po, sir.
Sir, paano po umorder online ng mga hardware supplies?
Yes po, sir. Madali lang naman pong mag-order through our Facebook page po. Punta lang po kayo sa facebook.com/tjhomebuilders at i-message nyo na lang po kami doon at meron lang pong sasagot sa inyo. So meron po tayong indoor, outdoor, tsaka meron din po tayong for kitchen, for bathroom, at mga lightings po.
Sir, ang TJ Home Builders po ay isang tindahan na nag-o-offer po ng mga finishing material. Easy to install at mas makakatipid po sila ng oras at sa pera po nila. Mas concentrated po kami sa mga modern materials.
TJ Home Builders! We turn houses into homes!
Narito ang ilang tag-initipid tips na pwedeng gawin ng hindi nahihirapan at nananatiling komportable sa pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay. I-defrost ang ref kapag lampas na sa 1/4 pulgada ang yelo. I-check ding mabuti ang pinto ng ref para masigurong hindi tumatagas ang lamig. Bawasan din na maggamit ng maraming ilaw. Linisin at tanggalin na lang dumi at alikabok sa mga bumbilya para mas maging maliwanag ang mga ito. Magtulungan tayong lahat sa mahusay na paggamit ng kuryente upang masigurong tuloy-tuloy na maihahatid ang kuryente saan man sa bansa. Isang paalala mula sa NGCP.
Masakit ba ang likod, ang kasu-kasuan? Namimitig o masakit ang iyong kalamnan? May rayuma, arthritis o nahihilo? May stiff neck, flatulence o masakit ang ulo? Sa Pauliniment, ginhaway, garantisado.
Pauliniment, isang pahid ka lang.
Dahil walang out sa Pau! Hear the music of the heart. Let our music take you there, where Star will take you everywhere, bringing music closer to your heart. Star will take you there.
Only barbecue, only grill, only side dishes, only additional dishes with only charcoal barbecue. Indulge and choose from our 8 types of meat. Beef samgyeopsal, pork samgyeopsal, spicy samgyeopsal, tender flavorful moksel, pork barbecue, spicy chicken, and chicken barbecue. Don't limit those cravings and go all out with more than 20 additional dishes. From ramyun, soy sauce chicken, fried chicken, dumplings, kimali, tteokbokki, chop suey, spaghetti, macaroni salad, kimbap, vegetable salad, kakis, doenjang soup, egg soup, sweet and sour pork, and many more to satisfy your appetite. Top your foodie experience with unlimited side dishes to choose from with a variety of vegetables, finger foods, noodles, spices, and many more. Best experience with family and friends. Treat yourself and visit us now at Samgyup Pocha, located at number 2 Leonard Wood Road, Manuel A. Rojas, Baguio City. Open from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Redefine Unlimited.
Ito ang Fantastic Friday! Siyempre, kahit patapos ng araw or ang week na to, talaga ibibigay natin ang kanilang interesting topic at siyempre inspiring story ngayong araw.
Kaya nga, Kabsat, and fantastic
Yes.
way for us to finish this week.
Oo, at siyempre, hindi pa mawawala ang ating fantastic tambalang Sipaw!
Wow!
Papa P ang magpapainit sa inyong umaga.
Siyempre, siya Kikay kasama sa inyong agahan.
At syempre, partner, kapag sinasabing fantastic, dapat siyempre, doon yung pinaka-happy ka and pinaka-the best.
Kaya
Ano naman ang
nga.
fantastic na nangyari sa'yo sa buong week na to?
Buong week na to, partner, ay nako, napakadami kasi marami tayong natutunan
Yes.
palagi. Marami
Oh.
tayong nakitang changes, the people around us and ourselves as well. So, it's a fantastic
Oh,
feeling to be
yes.
able to see that people are changing for the better. And, partner, ikaw,
Yes.
your thoughts about this?
Ako naman, the fantastic na nangyari sa buong week na to. Ngayong week na to, talaga ang dami nating nakita ng mga projects and advocacy ng ating barangayan. Isa na dito yung kahapon about
Yes.
turismo. Di ba malapit sa puso mo ang turismo?
Definitely, partner. And speaking of tourism,
Yes.
partner, nasabi mo din na naman, nakita ko din also that the city of Baguio has
Yes.
its fantastic way of resolving
Different issues,
Oo,
oo.
about tourists coming in. And alam mo, partner, on Sunday, meron akong itutour.
Wow!
Oo, whole day Baguio tour. So parang it's a fantastic feeling na ginagawa natin to for our tourismo. Ikaw naman, partner,
Oo.
isa naman kahapon, malapit din sa puso mo
Yes.
ang teatro.
Oo.
Kamusta naman yung feeling na yun kahapon?
Siyempre, ang Baguio City, ang creative city natin
Yes.
dito sa bansa, ay isa sa mga creative city dito sa bansa, talagang malugod ako at masaya na nakausap ulit natin ang isang, alam mo yung may sasabi nating mentor sa larangan ng sining. At nabanggit ko nga na ang Baguio City, it's all about creative, di ba?
Oo.
Arts. At hindi lang natatapos sa teatro, maraming art ang maibibigay ng ating syudad sa bansa.
Oo, Baguio. Speaking of that,
Yes.
Kabsat, sasabihin ko na rin isang
Oo.
form ng art is that there is an ongoing
Wow.
contest for our songwriters, either amateur or professional songwriter, because of the Baguio Day
Wow.
jingle, Kabsat. So it will be due on July 16. And sa mga ka-arrangers natin
Yes.
dyan that are watching, you may just check the website of Baguio Tourism.
Wow.
And you will see all the mechanics and everything that you may need to know about that competition.
Siyempre, meron pa kaugnay sa Baguio Day. Talagang lahat ng mga fashion designer on July 15, ipopromote naman nila ang mga kanilang proud na proud Cordillera na weave cloth.
Wow,
Mm,
July
sa
15.
Otop, tama ba?
Yes,
Yes.
partner. One time, one town,
One
one product.
product.
And that was actually a cumulative effort ng Department of Tourism Philippines
Yes.
to provide an OTOP to each of the
Whoa.
provinces. Kaya partner, na-excite ako doon
Talagang ang dami pwedeng mangyari sa event ng Baguio Day. Ang dami nakaka-excite.
Kaya nga. And isa pa pala, Kabsat, sabihin ko na rin also on starting July 12 next week, makikita din natin yung iba't ibang mga activities ng DOT Cordilleras as they will now be opening their doors for more activities. And you can just check their website for those activities.
Talagang aarangkada, no?
Oo.
Dahil matagal humimbing sa pagkakatulog ang turismo ng Baguio. Talagang ngayon, ang dami palang pasabog.
Kaya nga. Oh, by the way, Kabsat,
Yes.
happy second
Wow, yes, happy second monthsary sa atin. Maraming sa lahat sa mga nanonood, ang mga ka-Rangers na sumuporta sa aming tambalang
Sipaw!
Dahil ito na, pangalawang buwan na natin
Kaya
na magkasama. Ang bilis ng panahon. Ang
Sobra.
dami na natin napag-usapan, advocacy,
Fantastic feeling, partner, na nagising ako kanina na sabi ko, pag-check ko ng kalendaryo ko, wow, it has been too amazing and a striving month
Yes.
for us,
Yes.
partner. And nakita din natin
Tama.
how fantastic people around us, surrounds us, and supports us kahit na sa maliliit na bagay or malalaking bagay man.
Nabanggit mo nga, this is a very striving and challenging
Yes,
month para sa atin.
yes.
Dahil dito natin nalaman kung saan yung kakayahan natin
Yes.
at kung saan yung pagkukulang at kakayanan nating tumbasan ito ng tama.
kaya
At
nga.
syempre, at the end of the day, maraming ipapasalamat tayo na grateful things na tumulong sa atin. Na syempre, nandiyan ang production.
Definitely,
Yes, nandiyan ang
partner.
production to help us and especially sa ating mga ka-Rangers.
Kasi yung mga ka-arrangers natin, they've been sending us their
Yes.
feedback. And we accept those feedback, mga ka-arranger. And dun kami natuto
Yes.
ni partner. And thank you for sending us those comments as well that lifts and uplifts our days every morning.
At syempre, idagdag na natin, tatatadin na natin sila ng iba't iba pang inspiring stories ngayon.
Oo.
Syempre, manguna pa dito ang baranggayan.
Wow! Excited ako dyan
Oo.
partner. Kasi hindi, actually, honestly, kahit tour guide ako, hindi ko pa napupuntan yung barangay na
Yes,
yan, partner.
barangay San Vicente. Ayan, sinabi ko na ang lulusubin nating barangay.
Oo, malayo ata yun. And aside from that, Kabsat, I know
Yes.
you're very proud of Ibida na yan, di
yes.
ba?
Dahil ang segment natin ngayon, ang Ibida natin na yan, talaga, it's all about art healing.
Wow!
Na kung saan, syempre lahat tayo dumadaan sa mga dagok sa buhay.
Oo.
Ang tadhana at ang kapalaran, gagawa ng bagay para ipagpatuloy mo ang buhay.
Kaya nga, ay, partner, nagka-goosebumps
Yes,
ako doon
oo.
And salamat kasi may mga taong enthusiast on sharing their
Yes,
advocacy
tama.
on this one. And isa pa, today is
Oh.
Friday. Baka
Yes,
nakalimutan
Friday.
nyo. Nakalimutan nyo that it's also our election day.
Yes, syempre makakasama natin ang fantastic at
Ato-
energetic
Oo,
na attorney na si
oo,
Attorney
oo.
Elenita.
Oo.
Maraming salamat dahil every Friday nabibigyan tayo ng bagong kaalaman patungkol sa mga eleksyon, sa mga legal cases.
Legal cases.
Oo.
Yes. And isa pa dyan, mga car rangers, if time would be available, we also have one that would help
Oh.
us in health naman yung
Yes.
isang i-discuss
Wow.
nitong guest natin. So, marami kaming installed for you today.
Ang dami, no? Siksik at umaapaw ang ating mga segment at inspiring story ngayong araw na to.
Yeah, naman.
At syempre, tumutok lang kayo at huwag kayong bibitaw dito sa tambalang
Sipaw
ng Morning Balitaktakan. ang tambalang sipaw. Ngayon nga, napag-usapan nga natin, ito ay ang Fantastic Friday. Siyempre, hindi mawawalang ating mga viewers na talagang fantastic ang kanilang effort at suporta para sa atin.
Kaya mga kabsat, we wanted to shout out to our
Oo.
RNG babies.
Yes, hello po.
Alam ko yung ibang mga viewers na nanonood with that. And also, syempre, yung mga Hong Kong Rangers natin, no, kabsat?
Oo, at syempre nandiyan nating mga Hong Kong Rangers na si Brenda Tulyok Baldoza, Billy Joe Tulyok, at ang ating, syempre, ang ating Merly Agbayani season na laging gumigising kada umaga. Oo.
Thank you for giving us also the purpose of waking up, mga ka-Rangers.
Yes.
Kasi we know that, you know, it's a fantastic feeling na at the end of this is meron kaming tao. May mga taong nanonood sa amin at that inspires us as well, no?
At syempre, nandyan din ang ating mga viewers sa ating Twitter space. Nandyan ang Daily Ayuda, Team Papaitan, at ating, syempre, especially with Scene and ang ating leader na sila Maya.
Uy, partner,
Oo.
lagi mong sinasabing papaitan ng
Nagugutom ka na naman, no? Umaga na naman.
Oo naman.
Syempre, pupunta tayo kay Ate B. Hello po kay Ate B sa ating mga may tuturing ating frontliner na mga nagbibigay sa atin ng, syempre, food sa mga karinderya. At syempre kay Kuya na nagtitinda ng Shanghai. Hello po sa inyo. Oo.
Naging routine na natin yan, no, Kabsat? Kabsat, meron pa tayong isang interesting guest for today.
Oo, at nabanggit ko nga kanina, talagang ito ngayong baranggayan, ito ang kauna-unahan nating makakausap live dito sa studio. Ang ating, syempre, Barangay San Vicente. Let's welcome our, syempre, SK Chairman na ngayon, na si Ma'am Jubel Vicente Shaga. Yes,
Good
hello po.
morning!
Good morning po sa lahat. Ako po si Jubel Shagan ng Barangay San Vicente at nagagalak po akong nandito ngayon sa RNG.
Ayan, syempre, umaga-umaga, maraming salamat sa pag-accommodate at syempre, pagbisita sa studio.
Yes po. Sobrang aga, no?
Oo, sobrang aga,
Sorry
pero
po.
sinamahan tayo.
Yes, we are honored po. Sige, Miss Belle, Ma'am Belle, we just wanted to ask, kamusta naman po ang San Vicente
San
Barangay
Vicente.
ngayon?
As of now po, since nagkaroon ng pandemic, generally, matulog kasi yung barangay namin. Considering
Yes,
sa
oo.
lockdown. Pag sinasabing lockdown, baka San Vicente na naman yan. And as of now, yung last na lockdown namin, yung hard lockdown, yun yung po yung very struggling para sa amin. Considering na may nag-positive sa barangay hall mismo, so we need to close down. And at that time, kailangan po ng manpower. And it was my call as the SK chairperson para tawagin po yung mga kasama ko na pilay ang barangay natin, we need to help. And during that time, doon ko po nakita yung volunteerism ng lahat. Bigla pong tumulong po yung mga women's organization, yung Kalipi po, and yung mga kapwa ko pong sangguniang kabataan. And yung mga iba pong youth volunteers. So dito po, nagkaroon po ng relief operations. We have provided more than 700 na relief packs from the Office of the Social Welfare. And maraming salamat po sa mga lahat po ng nag-donate in cash or in kind since nung nagsimula po yung pandemic. So bilang SK chairperson, nung nag-start po ang pandemic, nagkaroon po tayo ng program. First na-launch po na program yung hashtag SK Cares.
Wow. Ikwento nyo naman po about the SK Cares, lalo na ngayong pandemya.
Opo. So yung una pong program na yon, nung kakasimula pa lang ng pandemic, everybody is at shock. So ang naunang naisip ko, yung mental health po ng bawat isa. So dito po, nagkaroon po tayo ng project or program entitled What's Our COVID-19 Crisis Story. So gusto ko pong, aside, yung common po kasi sa mga ibang kasama naming SK chairperson, yung mga contest po nila is the TikTok. So for me po, ang main na focus kong at that time was the mental health of the youth. And bilang kabataan po at bilang estudyante, during this pandemic, alam ko po yung hirap na dinadanas ng mga nagbo-module ngayon.
Yes, oo.
Opo. So yung COVID-19 story po, may mga nag-submit po and doon ko po nakita yung mga realizations nila na walang uncertainty itong COVID. Wala po tayong masasabing period kung kailan matatapos, and then the agony is still there. So, the only thing that we need to do is to let the people feel that we still care and we are still there for them.
Kaya,
So, yun po yung purpose ng SK Cares.
Yes,
Ang
oo.
laki-
Nabanggit nga din ni Ma'am, it's all about protecting our safe space. Sabi ko nga, lagi natin
Lagi.
advocacy yan na pangalagaan ng ating mental na kalusugan.
Yes, oo nga, Kabsat. And ano mo, Ma'am Bel, the thing is that with mental health kasi, it's a silent battle and not
Yes.
everybody is willing to share their story.
Yes.
Curious lang ako, Ma'am Bel, how did you encourage the youth to speak up in this kind of awareness?
Opo. With that, syempre, tinignan po natin, ano po ba yung common na avenue kung saan nila nalalabas yung mga damdamin nila. So, first we target Facebook. We have been posting na if you have any queries, you could PM us, PM my our fellow SK officials. And ngayon po, we have been joining trainings like yung peer counseling and peer educators. So dito po, para pong makita namin kung paano namin i-approach yung mga kapwa naming kabataan, not necessary yung mga, para hindi pa po sa professional na aspect. Parang kami-kami po muna. Tapos, tatanungin po namin yung mga ibang agencies na available, non-government, NGOs, yun po. Marami po ngayong mga groups regarding anxiety and depression po.
Napakalaking bagay po talaga niyan, Ma'am Bel. Kasi sabi nga natin, hindi kasi tayo open in speaking our mind with this kind of matter. Ma'am Bel, what is the response and ano yung naging impact nito to our youth?
Ang naging impact nito sa kabataan, for me personally, ang hirap kasing, for me personally, bilang isang kabataan, bilang isang leader sa isang barangay, ang una po naming pinopromote is that we should have peer counseling. Kailangan nating makiusap sa mga kapwa natin. And then yung impact nito sa akin, nakaka-depress siya kasi, for example, estudyante ka, tapos may work ka pa, and then you need to juggle family and friends, of course. Lahat po, on call po talaga ang trabaho ng gobyerno. Anytime na kailangan ng help. Ang dilemma lang po kasi, paano pag ikaw na rin po yung nagka-problema? How could you help others regarding mental health kung ikaw na po ay affected? So yun po yung parang isa sa impact ng pandemic.
Yes, Ma'am Bel, pasigundahan ko lang, no? Syempre, nabanggit niyo po ang mental health at yung mga biglaan ng ganitong pandemya. Ito po ba ang dahilan kung bakit, syempre, nabigla ang mga community sa ating barangay San Vicente kaya nagkakaroon ng laging lockdown dati? Dahil, syempre, nabigla sila, hindi nila gano'n na in-expect ang mga ganitong pangyayari.
Para sa akin po, possible. Opo, isa po siyang factor. Kasi kung iintindihin po natin, hindi lang po natin titignan yung actual na sinasabi nila na hindi lang masasabi na, ay, matigas kasi yung ulo ng mga tao. Kailangan nating intindihin bakit ba sila nagagalit? Bakit ganun ang emosyon ng tao na once na nag-lockdown, yung mindset nila, ay wala na kaming makakain. Ay paano na kami? Paano ang trabaho namin? So at that point, makikita natin, we should be at their level na, oops, mental health po ito. Hindi na po to bastang rant lang na, ay yung mga tao kasi ganyan talaga, parang umaasa lang sa gobyerno. Hindi po dapat ganun yung mindset natin. So dapat unawain po natin yung mga actions rin ng mga kapwa natin. Pakinggan natin, read between the lines kung bakit ganun po ang sitwasyon.
Oo nga.
Yun
Sabi
po.
nga nila, that's the silver lining, Ma'am Bel.
Oo.
Ma'am Bel, pag-usapan naman natin yung, kasi nasabi po natin yung lockdowns and everything, yung relief and donation drive po natin. Paano po natin
Yes
siya
po.
nasimulan?
Yes.
At saka ano yung naging tulong nito to our constituents?
Yes po. Regarding po sa relief operations, kasama po, ang relief operations po sa barangay ay manggagaling po, of course, from the city government, yung sa social welfare and development, and yung mga donations from other people in cash and in kind. So yung mga kasamahan ko pong SK officials ay tumulong po sa actual na tumulong po sa pagkuha ng mga gulay sa mga lugar at pag-aabot mismo sa house to house kahit na wala kaming PPE or personal protective equipment, tapos puso po kami na nagpupuyat hanggang gabi po, nagre-repack ang mga kasama ko at ang mga barangay officials and other volunteers. So ganun po kahirap na nung pandemic, kahit na merong available, still kulang pa rin yun, hindi pa rin kayang bigyan lahat. And yun nga, yung rant ng tao na bakit si ano nabigyan, bakit kami hindi? Hindi po namin, sa lahat po, hindi kasi lahat nabibigyan. And sorry po kung if ever nagkulang man or may mga hindi pa naabutan ng relief. Even until now na may mga nagsasabi na hindi po pumunta sa kanila yung mga relief or wala po silang natanggap. As much as possible, we would like to give and provide everyone, but yun nga po, yun lang yung available and yun po yung mga donations na nibigay.
Yes, Ma'am Bel, syempre naiintindihan namin kung saan, syempre nandun pa rin ang serbisyo nyo, ginagawa nyo ang best nyo, at fantastic best nyo para maibigay ang serbisyo. Pero paano po paano nyo po ginagawa at inahandle itong mga ganitong, syempre mga irate or init ng ulo ng ating mga kabarangay?
Yun nga po. At first, parang may mga inaatake po yung feedback nila na we should be understanding, hindi lahat nabibigyan kasi kinukonsider natin yung mga priority. Sino yung mga, kailangan natin bigyan muna yung mga PWD, mga senior citizens po natin, and pina-prioritize po natin yung mga stranded na students na hindi po taga Baguio. And of course, hindi na sila capable, hindi makapagpadala kasi as in total lockdown. Lahat sarado sa town, walang pagkukunan ng pagkain, pera, and yun po yung mga isa sa mga tinututukan. Yung kaya pinapaintindi po namin, more patience po talaga sa mga tao na please understand that we cannot please everyone, we cannot cater everyone at once, but we will try our very best.
Naririnig namin, Ma'am Bel, how you've been trying talaga, and thank you for everything that you do. Miss Bel, isa pa sa programa natin that helps our constituents is the Tupad program.
Yes po.
Can we discuss a little more about this?
Okay po. Yung nung last year po, may pinopose po na Tupad Youth Program. So primarily po, ito po yung para sa kabataan na Tupad. So ang Tupad po ay isang program ng government na they would provide 15 days na work, 4 hours per day, and they would receive 5,500.
Wow.
Malaking bagay po yun. So, we've been asking applicants po na students and youths po, considering ngayon po na nalaman po namin na there are malaki po yung number ng dropout sa mga estudyante. And I've been personally talking to some of the students. Why? And I asked them, bakit wala na kayo ng gana aside from yung mode of learning natin na modular, nahihirapan sila doon. And isang factor doon is yung financial. They are not capable to provide, considering na, for example, their parents na wala rin ng trabaho, so they also need to work. So sila po yung mga isa sa mga target namin nung natupad youth. So dito po may more or less 35 na kabataan po na naipasok. And from December po yung application, they started January, and may mga latest po. So dito po, ano po ba yung mga activities or mga works na pinagawa ng barangay? Tumulong po sila sa paglilinis, of course, clean and green. And yung isa po yung database. Kasi kung titignan po natin, napaka-importante na po ngayon ng database.
Oo, ma'am.
Hindi yung parang mahirap kasi hanapin pag papel lang. At least for security reasons, may database tayo na kunyari kailangan natin ng age bracketing ng kabataan na 15 to 30. At least isang click lang, andun na. So, yun po. Ang laki mong tulong po ng mga kabataang nag-participate na mag-encode, nag-house to house. Yun po.
Ayan, at syempre, nakaka-alarma din yung pag-strike ng mga dropout sa teenager. Pero, laking tulong po ang inyong ginawa ng itong Tupad program. At kaugnay nga rito, Ma'am Bel, syempre, yung balik program, balik eskwela program na ginawa ninyo to help and persuade our youth para syempre mabawasan ang strike ng pagtaas ng dropout.
Yes po. So dito po sa Balik Eskwela, we've provided 100 school supplies. So dito po we have intermediate pads and ball pens po. So bakit po ba tayo nagbibigay ng pad papers and the ball pens? Of course, we should also consider kahit modular yan, kailangan nila ng papel or for their problem solving, ganon. And during that time, tinanong rin po namin yung mga ibang kabataan and parents kung ano nga ba yung mga kailangan nila. And of course, yung isa doon sasabihin nila kailangan nila ng tablet, laptop. Hindi naman po tayo capable muna po na mag-provide ng mga technology na ganun po, so na equipment. So kung ano pa po yung available, dinidistribute naman po namin.
Yes, at talagang kung saan kakayanin, doon ibibigay ang serbisyo
Yes,
nila Mama Bella sa Barangay San Vicente.
And Ma'am Bel, meron lang akong isa pang tanong. Ma'am Bel, yung dun po sa mga students natin, na banggit nyo kasi kanina that aside from the mode of education, nawawalan ang nanggana ang mga estudyante because of the hindi nila kayang i-sustain yung education nila. Ma'am Bel, ano ba yung age bracket ng mga estudyanteng yun na nagda-drop out?
As of now, wala pa kaming raw data from the school, but I've been talking to the teachers kung ano yung nga po ba yung nangyayari. And bago pa po mag-pandemic, isang malaking factor rin po ng dropouts is yung teenage pregnancy. Mataas po ang teenage pregnancy sa barangay namin. And yun po yung kailangan namin i-combat as ngayong, mas lalo na po ngayong pandemic. Until now kasi nag-i-increase pa rin siya.
We understand, Ma'am Bel. Ma'am Bel, isa na lang po talaga. And isa kasing tabu po na pag-usapan yung mga ganito. Pero, Miss Bel, ano po yung gusto nating plead to the schools and to our government to see this kind of situation in our barangay?
Ang isa lang po na masasabi ko is that meeting po every now and then with the school, the community, and the government. Of course, kailangan po nating malaman sa lahat po ng nanonood, marami pong libreng programa ang gobyerno. Hindi lang po masyadong umaabot, pero ang dami pong free. Marami pong libreng livelihood, and may mga scholarship programs po na kailangang i-avail. Marami pong available, and marami pong non-government organizations na nag-provide ng libreng serbisyo, especially sa mental health. May mga groups po tayo na pwedeng salihan. And then sa schools po, of course, yun nga po, kailangan pong makiisa tayo. And so with the parents, kasi alam po natin yung bigat ng parents. Ang dami pong nagrarant ngayon regarding sa modular na bakit kami magtuturo sa anak namin trabaho ng teacher. We should also consider na wala pong may gusto ng pandemic. We never knew that this would happen. We could not predict na tayo mismo ang magtuturo sa mga anak natin. So with that, bilang sangguniang kabataan, I have provided free tutorial services. Opo. So, bakit nga po nagkaroon ng free tutorial services? Modesty aside po, I am a licensed professional teacher. So, yun po, bilang guro, hindi po ako naniningil. So, may mga estudyante po na, ate, patulong po sa module. So, there would be the times that I would go to their house or they would come to our house and I would teach them. Kahit hindi ko po forte yung subject matter na yun, of course, we need to help.
Yes.
The utmost help and respect. Kaya
yeah, tumas balibo ko na naman.
Kaya
Lagi tayo tumas balibo kapag alam mo passionate at well-versed yung kausap mo patungkol dun sa issue na yun. At syempre, maraming salamat dahil hindi lang serbisyong ginagawa ni Ma'am, binibigay niya yung skills niya, using yung kakayahan niya para makatulong.
Kaya nga. And Ma'am Bel, sino naman po yung mga gusto nating pasalamatan ngayon?
Opo. Nagpapasalamat po ako sa mga unang-unang sa lahat sa Lord. Kasi without Him, hindi po natin kakayanin itong pandemic na to.
Yes.
Personally, kahit down na po tayo ngayon, even now, we're still struggling, but yet, we're surviving. And second, I would like to thank all the people in general po, sa mga tao po na naniniwala at nagkakaroon pa rin ng hope sa kanilang sarili, sa gobyerno, at sa mga kapwa nila. Maraming salamat po. And of course, to our government, our barangay, headed by Punong Barangay Luis S. Dulagan, and our city government headed by Benjamin Magalong.
Ayan. Maraming salamat. Mama.
And additional po
Yes,
pala.
go ahead.
Nagpapasalamat rin po ako sa SK Federation ng Baguio, led by Levi Lloyd Orcales, our SK Federation President, at sa mga kapwa kong SK sa iba't ibang barangay na nakakaramdam ng, syempre, ng pressure sa mga tao even up till now.
Alam mo, ngayon nasukat ang kakayahan. Matagal na nasusukat pero ngayon ito yung challenging time para sa mga SK, sa mga officials. Talagang binigay nila ang kanilang serbisyo.
Kaya nga, Ma'am Bel, and to all of you that is part of this program, maraming salamat kasi binigyan nyo kami ng light. Sabi nga nila, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And Ma'am Bel, alam mo bang, recently also I was faced in one position where my value is tested as an instructor because students go to measures na nagbebenta na sila ng nude photos just to have their education sustained. So I understand where you're coming from, and it's saddened that they have to go through this. Kaya sa mga car rangers natin dyan, let's always be considerate. Kung yung kaklase mo is struggling, tulungan mo. Bakit siya absent? Bakit kulang yung sinasabit niya? At tanungin mo kasi ikaw yung, they can go to you. They could be your refuge in these times actually.
Oo, tama. Indeed, syempre, Kabsat, it's all about pa rin na kindness ngayong pandemya. Sino pa ba magtutulungan kundi tayo?
Opo. Kaya salamat, Miss Ma'am Bel. Thank you for allowing us to help you.
Thank you
And
po.
Yun po, maraming salamat.
Thank you for this opportunity po.
Ayan talagang partner. Ito isang umaga na punong-puno na naman ng iyakan. Kaya last time nag-iyakan ulit tayo dahil kapag ganito, kapag may usapang alam mong passionate at alam mong totoo at genuine ang kanyang advokasya para sa bayan, talagang mararamdaman mo yun.
Oo naman, partner. Kaya sa mga car rangers natin dyan, tulong tayong susulong. This is a fantastic day to start helping. Kindness doesn't cost you anything, mga car rangers.
Kaya sa susunod na ating segment dito sa Tambalang Sipaw, talagang ibibigay natin ang fantastic idea and syempre inspiring pa rin sa ating next na segment.
Kaya nga, so tutok lang sa pagbabalik ng
Morning Balitaktakan!
Hear the music of the heart. Let our music take you there, where Star will take you everywhere, bringing music closer to your heart. Star will take you there.
Only barbecue, only grill, only side dishes, only additional dishes with only charcoal barbecue. Indulge and choose from our 8 types of meat. Beef samgyeopsal, pork samgyeopsal, spicy samgyeopsal, tender flavorful moksel, pork barbecue, spicy chicken, and chicken barbecue. Don't limit those cravings and go all out with more than 20 additional dishes. From ramyun, soy sauce chicken, fried chicken, dumplings, kimali, tteokbokki, chop suey, spaghetti, macaroni salad, kimbap, vegetable salad, kakis, doenjang soup, egg soup, sweet and sour pork, and many more to satisfy your appetite. Top your foodie experience with unlimited side dishes to choose from with a variety of vegetables, finger foods, noodles, spices, and many more. Best experience with family and friends. Treat yourself and visit us now at Samgyup Pocha, located at number 2 Leonard Wood Road, Manuel A. Rojas, Baguio City. Open from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Redefine Unlimited.
The Baguio Country Club, the first and only 5-star mountain resort in the Philippines, is fully equipped and ready to welcome you back. The club has thoroughly worked on adapting to the new normal. The usage of any of the facilities and amenities of the club is governed with specific rules, regulations, and procedures in accordance to the medical, physical distancing, and disinfecting protocols. And as you return back here to your second home and make new memories with us, we assure you that at the Baguio Country Club, you do not have to worry because we can assure you that the club continuously puts great importance to the health, safety, and wellness of its members, guests, and employees.
The most beautiful design you will find ever. Great furnitures and better price. Made in Korea. Art and Furnitures. Visit us at San Luis Bugo, La Union. Contact us at 0915-117-0111. Art and Furnitures.
May panlaban na ako sa pimple dahil sa araw-araw na pet malungwer pa ng Kati Alice. Say hi to a new confidence with Kati Alice.
Hello, good morning, TJ Home Builders po.
TJ Home Builders po?
Yes po, sir.
Sir, paano po umorder online ng mga hardware supplies?
Yes po, sir. Madali lang naman pong mag-order through our Facebook page po. Punta lang po kayo sa facebook.com/tjhomebuilders at i-message nyo na lang po kami doon at meron lang pong sasagot sa inyo. So meron po tayong indoor, outdoor, tsaka meron din po tayong for kitchen, for bathroom, at mga lightings po.
Sir, ang TG Home Builders po ay isang tindahan na nag-offer po ng mga finishing material. Easy to install at mas makakatipid po sila ng oras at sa pera po nila. Mas concentrated po kami sa mga modern materials.
TG Home Builders! We turn houses into homes!
Narito ang ilang tag-initipid tips na pwedeng gawin ng hindi nahihirapan at nananatiling komportable sa pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay. I-defrost ang ref kapag lampas na sa 1/4 pulgada ang yelo. I-check din mabuti ang pinto ng ref para masigurong hindi tumatagas ang lamig. Bawasan din na maggamit ng maraming ilaw. Linisin at tanggalin na lang dumi at alikabok sa mga bumbilya para mas maging maliwanag ang mga ito. Magtulungan tayong lahat sa mahusay na paggamit ng kuryente upang masigurong tuloy-tuloy na maihahatid ang kuryente saan man sa bansa. Isang paalala mula sa NGCP.
So masakit ang ulo sa Pauliniment yung haway garantisado.
Pauliniment, isang pahid ka lang.
Dahil walang out sa Pau!
Nagbabalik ang mabalang sipaw. Talagang ngayong araw na to, fantastic talaga. Kanina nabanggit natin at napag-usapan natin ang determinasyon at ang passion sa pagtulong sa bayan. Lalo na kapag barangayan, nafe-feel mo yung masa.
Kaya, kasi kapatid
Oo.
pinapayak nila tayo. Alam kasi na mababaw ang luha.
Yes, at ngayong guest natin dito sa Guest Talakayan, talagang isa sa mga, syempre, isa sa mga may tuturing nating tumutulong sa ating community sa larangan ng medikal.
Partner, he will be the discuss
Wow.
more on the holistic fitness
Mm-mm.
of our mga car enjoyers. Sige, partner, pakilala mo na yan.
Oh, syempre, nandyan pa rin natin ang ating guest alakayan ngayong araw na to, si Dr. Richard Esperon. Good morning!
Hi, good morning.
Yes, ayun.
Yes, thank you for having me here. I wish that everyone's having their coffee and having their breakfast already.
Mm-mm.
We're gonna have a simple explanation on the path to holistic wellness or health.
Wow, holistic wellness talaga. Mm-mm. Eh, syempre, kamustahin naman natin muna si Dr. Richard. Kamusta po ang ngayong pandemya?
Well, it's getting better dito sa La Union. Although hindi tayo pwedeng maging sure kasi we need to wear our face mask and face shield all the time and avoid crowded areas pa din.
Mm-mm. Yes. At syempre, Dr. Richard, pag-usapan na natin kasi maraming mga ka-rangers na excited na sa usaping holistic wellness, fitness natin.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll try to make it as simple as possible. Actually, the scope of my talk is to start dun sa mga hindi pa nakapagsimula and to enhance dun sa mga nakapagsimula na.
Ayan.
And Doc Richard, we wanted to follow up naman. Kasi ngayong lockdown, di ba, ang dami-dami po tips and guides on or losing weight or being fit. Ano po ba yung tamang paghahanap ng mga programa that is for yourself?
Mamaya kasama sa lecture.
Oo, talagang ibibigay sa atin ni Dr. Richard Esperon ang iyang mga yan. At syempre, Doctor, syempre, sa inyo po, advice lang po natin, tips natin sa ating mga ka-rangers. Ano naman po yung mga pwede nilang gawin naman ngayong pandemya na pwedeng pagkain nila?
Pagkain this pandemic, well, basic pa rin yung food pyramid natin. Sa food pyramid natin, yung nasa base pa rin niya is yung carbs, yung fibers, followed by vegetables and fruits. Doon pa rin tayo mag-adhere. Although, hindi natin maiiwasan, may mga sweets tayo, you can take naman in moderation.
Ayan. At talagang, Doctor, pwede na ba natin pag-usapan ngayon ang mga topic natin is all about our holistic wellness?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Ayan, syempre, nabanggit mo nga dito, partner,
yung mga tips, opo. Kasi meron po kasing mga exercises or fitness tips na hindi kasi angkop sa age, sa body physique. So we wanted to know, Doc, kung ano yung component na dapat susundan natin. Like for example po, ang bracket ko po is early 30s, ganyan po. Ano po ba yung, sinabi ko na, yung dapat po na magandang fitness for my age?
Well, mamaya hindi ko i-reiterate yung exercise. Mamaya baka ma-surprise yung iba na ginagawa na pala nila yung physical activity na yun, which is helpful for their daily activity, for their health pala.
Ayan, at syempre po, maraming gustong malaman ating mga ka-rangers patungkol rito. At syempre, ngayong pandemya po, ano po yung mga mapapayo naman natin sa ating mga ka-rangers na medyo nahihirapan sa pag-maintain ng kanilang kalusugan?
Sige, I'll take one from my talk na lang. For those na nasa bahay, lalo na sa mga seniors natin, there's always an exercise fit for you kahit nasa bahay. Personally, before I used to do a lot of outdoor activities, pero I had to adapt. I learned Pilates and yoga sa bahay. And I'm sure you can do it as well. Not the same thing, but I'm sure you can find something to do inside your house.
At talagang, now po, can we discuss na po kasi medyo nagkaabera po tayo sa mga material na hawak po natin. Talagang, let's discuss na po about the wellness natin.
Okay.
Yes po. The first...
sorry sir, yung slides should be presented or may mag-click na?
unfortunately, medyo po nahirapan. Meron tayong technical difficulties po rito. Pwede na po dating i-discuss. Syempre, balitaktakan. Pag-usapan na lang natin po.
Okay, so
Yes po.
so for today, I just want we'll talk about how to start or your path to holistic wellness, no? So paano ba natin gagawin to? Before ko i-discuss, I need you to kung mayroon kayong piece of paper or ball pen, you
Yes.
can write it down, no? Before we do it, we have to have a plan, no? And that plan should be in a form of habit. So paano ba tayo magkakaroon ng habit? First, I want to break down our habit formation. Remember the 3 R's of habit formation. There should be a reminder, pwedeng yung alarm nyo, pwedeng yung note. Next would be the mismong routine, which is your picked up habit, and then the reward. So tatlong things kailangan natin para magkaroon ng habit, no? So the reminder, the routine, and the reward. Better kung may reward and we're not only relying with alam kong yung willpower natin is efficient, pero hindi lang yung willpower, mas maganda kung may reward sa lahat ng habit. It could be mas magiging maaliwalas yung tingin ni Mr. sa atin pag tayo ay nagpapayat. It could be wala ng back pain pag tayo ay nag-build up ng muscle sa katawan. Parang ganun, no? Yung reward natin. No, so to start, I will touch 3 different aspects: the mind, the body, and the spirit. So we'll start off with the mind. No, this is really helpful kasi ako personally before I was an overthinker, pero when I learned this, I was able to filter all the thoughts coming in my head. The first one is meditation, no? It's simpler than you think. It doesn't take an hour like napapanood nyo sa mga movies or TV. If you're starting, you can do 1 minute, 3 minutes, no? Wherein you just close your eyes, just feel relaxed on a very comfortable position. Hindi mo kailangan mag-cross legs. Actually, pwedeng gawin mo to habang nagtotalk ako. So find your most comfortable position with your hands on your lap, and then close your eyes to be more focused on your body, and then just focus on your breathing. No, I know that when you do this, when you start, there will be a lot of thoughts coming, but as you go along, as you increase your time frame doing this, mas makikita mo yung mga thoughts na dumadaan sa utak mo. Just let it in and let it out, and filter the ones that you need. Okay, so that's a form of meditation. And the benefits of meditation is you have a better focus on things, you have better concentration, you have better mood, and you are more peaceful, and you are more focused on your task. So ibig sabihin, it's not only helpful in terms of your demeanor, but also on your performance. And studies also back this up, wherein tinignan nila yung brain ng mga taong nagme-meditate or just simply closing their eyes, wherein they are much more in control of their emotions and what they think. No. So next one naman is yung something that we take for granted that empowers our mind, no? It is sunlight. No, we have lots of sunlight where we live sa Pilipinas. Yeah. Most of the people think na nakakatulong to sa pag-exercise kasi mas maraming pawis. But the things na hindi common is yung sunlight, pag nadapo to sa mata natin, merong signal itong binibigay sa ating brain, at yung signal na to ay nagpo-produce ng serotonin and melatonin. Yung dalawang hormones na yun, kung matatandaan nyo, serotonin and melatonin are your happy hormones. So it elevates our mood, and it also fights depression. In other countries, dun sa mga gloomy countries na hindi lumalabas, they have such a thing called seasonal depressive disorder, no, yung mga hindi arawan. So make the most out of our sunshine, no? And our melatonin, apart from regulating our sleep, it is also an antioxidant, and it also helps in our fertility. So yung mga gusto pagbuntis dyan, have adequate sun exposure. So how much sun exposure do we need, no? If you are fair-skinned, sa Pilipinas, kung nasang latitude tayo, we only have at least a minute of sun exposure. So hindi kailangan sobrang dami. Pero if you are dark-skinned, kailangan at least 15 minutes kasi mas kailangan pumasok sa balat natin yung sun. It also helps with the calcium metabolism, meaning pag mas maganda yung vitamin D and calcium mo sa katawan, mas matibay yung bones mo, less prone to osteoporosis, less prone to fractures. Okay? So that's the first thing is for the is for the mind, the meditation and sun exposure, maximize it. No? Number two, which is the most obvious, is our body. So sa katawan natin, so ganito, bukod sa pandemya, alam natin nagiging pandemic na rin ang obesity, no? And because sa mga fast food meals natin, lalong-lalo na yung mga ina-advertise. Actually, kumakain ako ng fast food, lalong-lalo na yung lumabas na BTS meal, no? Ang daming calories. Ang daming calories nun, pero masarap siya kasi ang daming nuggets and ang daming fries. Pero I'd like you to know the facts about your fast food, no? Ang bawat tao, average size person, ay kailangan lang ng 1,500 to 2,000 calories. So take note, average size ka, 1,500 to 2,000 calories. Okay? So, kung kunyari bumili ka ng meal sa McDonald's, no? Sorry, McDonald's. Kung kunyari bumili ka ng meal sa McDonald's, double cheeseburger with medium fries and 250 ounces na drink.
Sarap!
Yes, sobrang sarap niya. One double cheeseburger is already 600 calories. Tapos, one big fries is already 610 to 650 calories and your soft drinks is 400 calories. So, pag inad mo yun lahat, naka 1,400 calories na tayo. I told you earlier, kailangan lang natin ng 1,500 to 2,000 calories for our daily, no? And kung 1,400 na yun at bumili tayo 3 times a day pa for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, patay. Di ba? Baka mag 3,500 na tayo. Which means, pataba lang tayo ng pataba. Okay? And there are a lot of things na nakuha sa ating weight gain. Maraming body pains na nakuha sa weight gain. You see the slump shoulders, yung mga nakagantong mga shoulders, ang bibigat ng mga kamay nila, tapos tight yung kanilang muscle sa chest, kaya nagko-contribute sa pain ng kanilang neck and ng shoulders, no? There is also those who have the protuberant abdomen or yung mga lumalaki na yung tiyan. The muscles tend to pull yung ating spinal bone, yung ating spine, no? And when that happens, there will be strain on our back, which causes the low back pains na sobrang dami sa aking practice. Okay, so that's one for the food. Pero ano bang tips ang kailangan natin sa food, no? So tip number 1, sobrang dali. Actually nakuha ko to sa Japanese research and it's backed up by some studies sa US. So eat until you are almost full. Okay? Eat until you're almost full. And to combine it with eat slowly, no? Bakit ko ba sinabi 'yon? Kasi nag-uusap yung tiyan natin tsaka yung brain natin, no? Madalas may delay para sabihin ng utak natin na busog na yung tiyan natin. So yung delay na yon is should be accounted for by slowly eating and eating until we're almost full. Kasi hindi alam ng tiyan natin, usually hindi accurate yung tiyan natin ng pag-detect na busog na tayo until 20 to 30 minutes after eating. Doon lang natin accurately nasasabi ng brain natin, no? So eat until you're almost full and eat slowly. Okay? So yun. So paano ba natin pangalawa sa ating body, paano ba natin malalaman kung tayo ay nasa wastong timbang? Ang magandang basis pa rin ay ang ating BMI or ang ating body mass index. No, if you search Google for the body mass index, there are several calculators. So, while you're listening, you may do so now. Search your Google body mass index calculator. No, if your BMI falls within the range of 18.5 to 22.9, that means you are in the healthy range ng ating timbang, no? As Asians, no? There is another kasi for Asians. Okay? So that's another measure kung tayo ay nasa wastong timbang. Okay? So again, other tips for decreasing our food intake will be wag tayong mag-gadgets habang kumakain. A lot of us do that. Pag nagpapapicture tayo, lahat ng photos natin sa restaurant, makikita mo sa table natin na mayroong mga cellphone o tablet, di ba? And I also am guilty of that sometimes. So alam nyo ba na sa studies, yung mga taong nagagadgets habang sila ay kumakain will eat 20 to 30% more. No, apart from paying a sum of your money to that food, hindi pa natin nalasahan yung kinain natin, which is also supported by some studies. So, ang dami mong lugi. Nagbayad ka ng mahal, hindi mo nalasahan, ikaw pa ay bumigat. O, di ba? So, yun. So, just let's be mindful with with our eating habits. Okay? So, number 3 for our body, ano nga ba ang mga, ilang minutes ba ang kailangan for our exercise? No? Studies show na we only need 150 minutes a week of exercise. No? Parang ang dami if you take a look at it. Pero kung hinimay mo siya, it could be 30 minutes 5 times a week. At kung hinimay mo pa siya ulit, pwede siyang 10 minutes 3 times a day. Okay? So ano ba tong moderate intensity physical activity na mga ito? Ang moderate intensity physical activity na mga ito, baka ma-surprise kayo. No. Ito ay ang brisk walking, ito ay ang dancing, ito ay ang household chores, ito ay ang constructional activities like pag-repair ng mga gamit sa bahay, playing with kids, and even lifting less than 20 kilograms is also considered a moderate intensity activity. Take note na hindi ko na-reiterate ang exercise. Moderate physical activity is enough for you to be healthy and for you to attain your weekly 150 minutes. Okay? Siyempre, mas may benefit pa rin pag may exercise ka. Pero I'm just saying the baseline on what you should do. Okay? So ano pa bang basihan na moderate intensity activity to apart from knowing yung mga moderate intensity activities? There is the thing that you call talk test. So yung talk test, nalalaman natin yung light. So ito yung mga categories. For the light intensity activity, ibig sabihin sa talk test ay nakakapagsalita ka, nakakakanta ka, no? And hindi bumibilis ang iyong paghinga. Pero pag nag-moderate intensity activity ka na, ibig sabihin nun, nakakapagsalita ka ng 2 to 4 words every sentences, pero hindi ka na makakanta and bumibilis na ang iyong paghinga. Dati, nung naglalaba pa ako, na-experience ko naman yung mga yan. So, I think moderate intensity na yung kahit paglalaba ko pa lang. At I think marami sa viewers natin ang gumagawa ng household chores na na-experience din ito. Okay, so that's for our body segment, no? We now move on to the spirit segment. Okay? So there are a lot of things that enriches our spirit, which is also synonymous to our human soul. Okay? So the 4 things that I would like to reiterate is to enrich our human soul or spirit is our clarity, is our purpose, our faith, and our gratitude. No, pero I will only discuss about clarity and gratitude because hindi pa ako ang tamang speaker for the faith and the purpose. Malayo pang aking tatahakin doon. So, for the clarity, when we wake up, for example na lang, alam niyo yung archery, yung gumagamit ng mga pana, no? Nai-hit nila ang kanilang target kasi meron silang practice training, meron silang target, no? Using their bow and arrow, no? Who among you, kaya nagiging effective sila sa pag-hunt ng mga deers or even sa kanilang pag kanilang mga wars before nung medieval times, no? Who among you, if kunyari nag-archery kayo ay hindi nag-practice, ay makakatama ng inyong target, no? So dito papasok ang ating clarity of vision. Kung may vision tayo sa gusto nating gawin everyday, kunyari gusto mong ma-attain na mabasa tong gantong 50 pages, gusto mong matapos tong pinagawa natin ng boss, ibig sabihin, papunta tayo doon. So, we have clarity of our vision. Ano ba ang signs na wala tayong clarity sa ating vision? Ito yung mga simple signs. Lagi nating tinatanong yung sarili natin kung tama ba yung kinaroroonan ko. Pangalawa, lagi nating tinatanong yung mga ating supervisors kung tama ba yung ginagawa natin. And madalas kini-question natin na nasa tamang trabaho o nasa tamang gawain ba ako. If you're feeling that, maybe you just have to work on your clarity. Okay? For you to be a more efficient when it comes to your work, when it comes to your hobbies and social skills. Okay, so last but not the least, I'm gonna give to you the benefits of gratitude. When we wake up in the morning, a lot of us pray, no? A lot of us meditate, and some of us are just thankful that they live, no? And here are the wonderful effects of gratitude. When we say na thankful tayo sa nabuhay tayo, thankful tayo na maganda ang pamilya natin, thankful tayo na may trabaho sa atin, alam niyo ba na yung simple na pagsabi lang nito sa ating nature, sa ating universe, will decrease the chance of aggression. Bakit? Kasi fulfilled na tayo eh. What's the chance na maging aggressive ang isang taong fulfilled? Di ba?
Yes.
Okay, iniiwasan din ito na magkaroon tayo ng inggit or depression. So sa mga katrabaho natin, they might have higher positions than us. But if we appreciate yung position natin, that it was given to us, that in this time being, ito yung nararapat sa atin, bakit tayo maiinggit? Bakit tayo malulungkot? Diba? It's more of appreciating what's been given to us. And studies show na yung people, yung mga taong may gratitude or yung nagpa-practice ng gratitude, ay the more healthier people. Sila yung may mas magandang body mass index, sila yung mas magandang work efficiency, no? So overall, it is attributed to their mindfulness of who they are and who and what they've done. No? So guys, again, to summarize everything that I've told you, number one, to enrich our mind and body and soul, we need habits. No, we need an alarm. We need something to remind us of our habits and of that daily routine. No, if we could meditate a minute and to progress it by doing so every day, then it's good. It's beneficial to your health. 1 minute, ilang minuto ba tayo mag-Facebook? It's an average of 30 minutes to 1 hour. Why not give 1 minute to 5 minutes of meditation every day for you? And sabi ko nga kanina, sun exposure, lalabas ka lang, libre, walang bayad. 1 to 15 minutes. 1 minute to fair skin, 15 minutes to those mga darker skin complexity. Okay? And for the body, wag nating punuin ang ating mga cabinet, ang ating mga ref ng mga junk food kung gusto nating mag-lose ng weight. It's like gusto mong bumait pero napapalibutan ka ng bad people, 'di ba? So parang mas magiging kung napapalibutan ka ng masamang tao, mas mabilis maging masama ang mabuting isang tao kaysa maging mabuti ang madaming masamang tao, 'di ba?
Yes,
okay, and also pag kumakain ka, wag kang mag-cellphone sana. Alam ko mahirap pero I'm able to do it. I know that you will be able to do it. And last, for the body, be mindful when you eat. Eat slowly. You can talk to the ones you're eating with and eat until you're half full. No, para magbigay yung brain mo ng signal na busog ka na. There is always a delay pagbigay ng signal na busog ka na. So eat slowly. And again, when you wake up in the morning, or even if the night before, plan your day ahead sa next day mo, no? Have clarity of vision, have goal, have a target, para ma-hit mo. Kung wala kang target, wala kang ma-hit, di ba? And last is your gratitude. Be thankful for who you are, be thankful for what you have, be thankful for the people that surrounds you, no? So with that, I'll leave you with one quote. Your daily habit becomes your future, and your daily habit becomes who you are. So thank you again for having me. I hope you learned a lot from this.
Yes po.
Okay?
Ayan, napaka-fantastic ideas and tips, no, Kabsat?
Oo, at talagang binigyan tayo ng, alam mo yung nag-uumapaw na kaalaman na hindi natin namamalay, nagagawa na pala natin for a holistic wellness natin or fitness natin, di ba? Dr. Richard, maraming salamat dahil alam nyo yung lahat, coordinate lahat body, mind at lahat, your gratitude, spirit.
Yes,
at maraming salamat for enlighten us sa mga ganitong way. At syempre, maraming salamat. May gusto po tayong pasalamatan, Dr. Richard?
Well, thank you sa RNG for inviting me. Thank you sa Lorma Medical Center. And thank you for giving me your attention for every listener every listener natin.
Ayan, talagang...
I hope you're able to apply this.
Yes, at partner, ang dami nating natutunan dahil yung pag-walk pa lang in the sunlight and nature, marami na, libre na, marami pa tayong matututunan at makukuhang healthy tips.
We are actually blessed here in the region kasi kahit papaano we can get all of this all at once. So, Dr. Richard, again, once more, maraming salamat po.
At may gusto po tayong i-promote?
I just want to promote health and wellness. Yung health nagsisimula sa ating curiosity. You can do it kahit nasa bahay kayo. We are in an age of a technology right now, and everything that you find with verification will be able to help you. And of course, we are here sa Lorma Medical Centers,
Yes.
RNG, to help you with it.
Ayan, tama naman. Nandyan lagi ang serbisyo ng quality service ng ating Lorma Medical Center at ang mga doctors talagang binibigay kanilang tulong at skills and to help our community.
And kung hindi nga kayo makalabas, mga car rangers, they have their online consultation which is very, very accessible for everyone.
Lalo na ngayong pandemya. Kaya maraming salamat, Dr. Richard Esperon. Partner, talagang talaga ang dami nating natutunan ngayon. At ngayon na tuloy-tuloy na natin yan sa ating ibida na yan dahil sa paggamit ng kanilang art. Talaga ipinagpatuloy niya ang kanilang buhay. Ito na, ang ibida na yan. Makulay at makabuluhan ng buhay sa ibabaw ng mundo. Maraming kwentong may kanya-kanyang pahinang blanko. Bawat individual ay may hawak na pintura para kulayan ito. Ikaw, paano mo kinulayan at binigyan ng kahulugan ang obrang buhay mo? Sa syudad ng Baguio, ang tinaguriang isa sa creative city ng ating bansa, kitang-kita ang galing at talento sa sining ng visual arts. Indayog ng mga guhit ay nagkalat sa kalsada. Kultura ng rehiyon ay kambal dikit na kasama. Hindi maalis na tunay ngang dito madarama.
Ang painting kasi pwedeng pag-aralan, pwede ring inborn talent, pero kailangan nakapokus ka sa isang bagay, sa art, para ma-develop mo. At saka it needs effort, patience, lahat nandun, passion.
Ngayong pandemya, mas naging malinaw ang kahalagahan ng sining na ito.
Yung pandemya, siguro karamihan ng tao nalaman nila na importante pala yung time. Huwag dapat sayangin ang time. So isa yung pagpipinta. Imbes na dati, nagbubulakbol ka, pero ngayon, pwede ka na sa bahay nyo, nagpipinta ka na lang kasi lockdown. So marami ring nag-appreciate sa art dahil sa pandemya.
Nagbukas din ito sa isang bagong mundo para mahanap ang iyong pagkatao.
Siguro whenever I paint, I bring out also my emotions and the one that I love, of course. There are lots of subject in painting.
Maraming pwedeng maidulot ng sining sa pagguhit at paglikha ng obra. Maaring mahasa ang iyong talento o di kaya'y na may maipakita ang iyong pagkatao. Subalit naiiba ang kwentong obra ng isa sa mga pausbong na artist na aming nakilala. Isang babaeng nagpatunay sa malalim na importansya ng sining para sa kanya. Halina't kilalanin si Kate Hora at ang kanyang storyang nagpatunay ng pagsisimula sa kabila ng kamatayang muntik nagpalabo sa buhay niya.
It captures the soul talaga. It's like, it's everything for me. Life is everything, and that's painting. Painting is life for me. And you can be with art and be the art because all of us have those artistic self in us na hindi lang naririken, na open ba? So you have to like take a chance in your life.
Sinubok ng mapaglarong kapalaran ang buhay ni Kate. Ninakaw ang kulay at pinalitan ng dilim ng depresyon ang patuloy na humahagkan sa kanya.
Before as an artist, ako yung nag-work sa isang job na hindi fulfilling kasi hindi ka happy. Pero ako yung binubuhos lahat yung oras ko doon. Then time to the extent na nane-neglect ko yung health ko, yung life. I'm missing out on life a lot. And then after noon, pupunta ako sa isang job na very stressful. So dun rin, after nun, may nararamdaman na ako sa health ko. And then later, umuwi ako noon na pandemic kasi noon. So walang sakyan, walang hospital, ang hirap noon. So I had to do it alone kasi I live alone at that time. And then dun na-coma ako for like a month or two. Pero parang sa akin kasi hindi ko pinapansin yun kasi I have to like be strong.
Sariwa pa sa kanyang alaala ang isang dagok na muntik kumitil sa buhay na mayroon siya.
That time, nasa likod ko si tita ko. Kasi naka-speed na, high speed. And then, hindi ako pwedeng manervyos at that time. Pero siya sigaw na ng sigaw, mamamatay na kami, gano'n. So, ang ginawa ko, yung paa ko, ginamit ko siya na pang stop para ma-delay lang konti. And then, na-delay nga, tapos yun, sumalpok kami dun sa Pero at that time, yung tita ko pa rin inaalala ko, kasi ako sa pwede na akong mamatay, pero yung tita ko, syempre, may family siya. So, parang yun, after 2 weeks, dun lang nag-sink in sa akin. So, yung brain trauma, nag-result na siya to brain damage.
Mas napagtanto niyang maikli ang buhay. Kaya't ang milagrong nangyari sa kanya, ang hudyat upang mabigyan siya ng mas kilalanin ang buhay.
Yung lesson ko, na kailangan ko talagang i-value rin yung sarili ko kasi always na ibang tao yung inuuna ko. And then, kung mamamatay ako, and yun nga, very miraculous yung nangyari doon. Kasi bigla nang namatay yung motor. Sabi ko, there are angels. God is miraculous even though we cannot see those things.
Patong-patong ang bumalot kay Kate, ang mapagmatang mundo at ang kamatayang malapit ng tumuldok sa buhay nito. Pero gumawa ang tadhana ng mga instrumento para makaahon siya.
And on that latter, sabi ko, I will not spend my years na ganito na lang palagi. So, yun, I was into painting, and then when Ate Angelica asked me, punta ka sa Baguio, sabi, then try this exhibit. I was so happy at that time kasi I feel the freedom na I can just be myself through canvas. I'm into arts, performing arts, and I know how very pressure dun, sobra, and then judgment of people. But when it comes to visual arts, I can just be myself. There are no rules, and I can just be inspired by who I am, and yung passion, that love that I was supposed to give to myself, dun na lumabas.
Naging tulay ang sining para makulayan ang tunay na kahulugan ng kanyang buhay na matagal niyang hinahanap. Naging refleksyon ang isa sa kanyang obra dito.
All I wanted was a simple home, na simplicity of life. Kasi dito, we have the pressure that you must be this way, na dapat successful ka, dapat in your 20s, ganito, and money, syempre, kailangan natin yan. Pero dun ko na-realize that purpose, yung purpose mo sa life, and then money will follow.
Sabi ng iba, lahat ng tao'y may dahilan kung bakit narito sa mundo. Sining, iyan ang paraang ginawa ng tadhana para ipagpatuloy ni Kate ang buhay nito.
Para sa akin, sobrang nakatulong. Kasi it's not just the painting also, pero yung mga tao dito, senior artists, very giving, unconditionally, na sa ibang tao, ibang site, hindi mo yun mahanap. Pasakali gave me that hope. Like, in the first years of my life, na walang magja-judge sa akin masyado kasi they also belong to that same consciousness na just love. And then, after that, sobra, nagwawala ako until nagwala ako sa mother ko, frustrations in life and everything. Pero it's not kasi hin-help ka niya emotionally, physically, too, mentally and spiritually. Ang painting talaga, it's everything.
Bagong simulan ng pag-asa, bagong buhay na kabanata, bagong kahulugan ng misyon habang humihinga pa. Yan ang kwento ni Kate Hora. Isang istoryang bumida para magkaroon ng kahulugan ng buhay. Istoryang nagbigay kulay sa atin. Istoryang nagbigay kulay sa atin na kahit sa madilim na parte ng mundo, gagawa ang kapalaran para makaahon ka basta't kumapit ka lang at magtiwala.
Hear the music of the heart. Let all music take you there. The star will take you everywhere, bringing music close.
Only barbecue, only grill, only side dishes, only additional dishes with only charcoal barbecue. Indulge and choose from our 8 types of meat. Beef samgyeopsal, pork samgyeopsal, spicy samgyeopsal, tender flavorful moksel, pork barbecue, spicy chicken, and chicken barbecue. Don't limit those cravings and go all out with more than 20 additional dishes. From ramyun, soy sauce chicken, fried chicken, dumplings, kimali, tteokbokki, chop suey, spaghetti, macaroni salad, kimbap, vegetable salad, kakis, doenjang soup, egg soup, sweet and sour pork, and many more to satisfy your appetite. Top your foodie experience with unlimited side dishes to choose from with a variety of vegetables, finger foods, noodles, spices, and many more. Best experience with family and friends. Treat yourself and visit us now at Samgyup Pocha, located at number 2 Leonard Wood Road, Manuel A. Rojas, Baguio City. Open from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Redefine Unlimited.
Nagbabalik ang Tambalang Sipaw! Talagang ngayon Fantastic Friday. Makakasama natin ang energetic na attorney, di ba, partner?
Punong-puno yan, partner.
Siyempre, pakilala ulit natin ang ating fantastic and energetic attorney, Elenita Julia Tabangin Kapuyan, our SESE Provincial Election Supervisor 3. Hello po!
Good morning, attorney.
Good morning, Tambalang Sipaw. Good morning po sa lahat ng nanonood ng Hikinig. Good morning sa mga nasa Comelec Compound. Si Senior Roger, si Judil, si Raymond, si Jeremy, si Pete. At saka ang aking husband, Lieutenant Colonel Kapuyan. Good morning. Attorney Tabangin, si mama ko. My friend Judel and CJ De Guzman. At lahat ng nanonood sa Saudi Arabia. Good friends. Good morning, sir. Good morning sa lahat.
Gusto ko yung pag-good friends ni attorney. No, attorney, let's discuss naman, ano nga bang pag-uusapan natin ngayong Fantastic Friday?
Dahil Freedom Friday ngayon at Fantastic Friday, ang pag-uusapan natin ay the most dreaded document na fina-file ng mga kandidato natin. The most dreaded document is please introduce the slide, mga gwapong iho. Yan. Statement of Contributions and Expenditures. Ano ba kasi ito? Kailan ba natin narinig ito?
Yes.
Required na talaga ito noon pa. Kaya lang hindi pa masyadong stricto ang COMELEC noon. So for purposes of yung makabagong mga patakaran natin sa eleksyon, talagang required na ang SOSE. So it's called Statement of Contributions and Expenditures. So what is SOSE? Actually, it only reflects a detailed document or story about yung mga nagastos mo. So, number 1 is contribution. Yung nakalagay sa star is contribution. Ano ba yung mga natanggap mo? Like, binigay sa'yo na tarpaulins, yung mga polyetos, pero dinonate yan sa'yo by friends. And they are good friends, like relatives, nagbigay sa'yo. So, contributions, that's part. Then, number 2, expenditures. Yan yung mga nagastos natin. For example, nagbayad ako ng paggawa ko ng polyetos o posters, yung mga yan. So, statement of contributions and expenditures. Yun lang. So, next slide tayo. Why does the COMELEC require you to file it? Why? Because it is required by law. Di ba? Tapos, saan mo naman ito fina-file? Saan mo fina-file? Sa COMELEC office, local COMELEC office, where you submitted your COC. COC meaning Certificate of Candidacy. Okay? So kung saan mo final yung Certificate of Candidacy mo, doon mo din ifa-file yung SOSE. Tapos, when yan? 30 days from the date of the elections. So for purposes of the May 9, 2022 national and local elections, mga June 8 yan ang deadline. So you have 30 days from the date of the elections, which is May 9. Mahaba-habang panahon din yun. So you have ample time to prepare for it. Okay, so punta tayo sa next slide. O bakit naman nire-require yan ng law? Because it is subject to regulation. Yung expenses mo, it is subject to regulation. And of course, it is provided for by Republic Act 7166. And that is the law which provides for synchronized national and local elections and electoral reform. Okay? So it's required talaga by law. Ngayon, paano mo yan ifa-file? you just follow kung ano yung nakalagay sa COMELEC Resolution 10505. Yan yung ginamit namin noong 2019. So magre-release kami ulit ng bagong resolution which governs that. Ngayon, dati, ang ginagamit is the efficient use of paper rule. Di ba? Yung hard copy yan, not 3 copies, and then you have a soft copy. Yan yung sinasubmit. Ilalagay yan sa CD o kaya sa USB, sinasubmit sa amin. Ngayon, pwede namang mag-formulate ang COMELEC ng web-based na or electronic filing system. Pero applicable na yan for 2022 national and local elections May 9. So abangan lang natin yung announcement kasi i-formulate pa lang yan. Pero nung last elections ng 2019, yan yung ginamit namin. Okay. Yung sa ano kung bakit under 7166, why are we required to file? Because it is required by law. And syempre, para ma-regulate yung expenses nyo. And you will not be held liable, and under Elenita's notes ito you will not be held liable under Section 68 of the Omnibus Election Code, which is an election offense, overspending. Okay, pag nag-overspend ka, there are penalties and you can be removed. And it is a ground for disqualification. And it is an election offense. Okay, so next slide. Yan. Ano ba yung penalty? For example, you omitted to submit. Di ba? Yung SOSE mo, which is required by law. Kailangan kasi mandatory. Kaya nga, you have to file. Ano ang penalty? For the first offense, 1,000 to 30,000 administrative fine at in the discretion of the commission. For the second offense, you have 2,000 to 60,000. Yan ang subsequent penalty kung nagpangalawang beses ka na. And then it includes perpetual disqualification to hold public office, which means hindi ka na pwedeng tumakbo ever. So instances or cases ng mga ganito, meron na sa Benguet. Meron na yung nilalabas na listahan na twice silang hindi nag-file ng SOSE. So, ano naman, akala nyo okay lang yon? Kung nagbago yung isip mo na you would like to file again, wala na, you are perpetually barred. So that's under COMELEC Resolution 10505 and also 7166 sa Republic Act na yan.
Attorney, last na po, question po last. Bakit nagkakaroon ng pangalawa pa na cases na ganito?
Meron talagang hindi nagpa-file.
Bakit? Ano pong rason?
Ito sa experience namin sa COMELEC office, ito, minsan di nila alam. Hindi ko talaga alam na dapat ako mag-file. Yun ang sabi. Hindi pwede yon kasi under Article 3 of the Civil Code, ignorance of the law excuses no one from compliance therewith. Therefore, everyone, kahit may pinag-aralan o wala, kahit anong predicament mo sa buhay, you are presumed to know the law. So, informed ka talaga dahil nakapublish naman yan. So, you know. Ngayon, meron pa yung iba na, dahil talo naman ako di na ako magpa-file. Total, talo naman ako. The law does not make any distinction. You have to file even if you lost, even if hindi mo alam. You have to file kasi it's mandatory. Ngayon, ano ang consequences nito? Pero tingnan nyo sa penalties, except barangay officials. Yun ang nakalagay So, swerte sila. Ang nangyari lang in one instance dito sa Baguio City, hindi nila pina-assume office yung mga yan. Pero nanalo naman sila. So, in a later resolution, they were allowed to assume office upon the filing of the SOSE. So, you are not, kung nanalo ka, lalo na pag nanalo ka, you cannot enter upon the duties of your office until you shall have filed yung SOSE mo. So, you have yung deadline na yon na 30 days. Then, you also have until 6 months bago maging vacant yung posisyon na yan kung hindi ka nag-assume ng office mo. So, pwede ka pa rin mag-file even if it's late. However, you will be subjected to administrative fines. And yung perpetual disqualification pag 2 or more times. And except barangay officials. So, warning lang yan pagdating sa kanila. Pero kapag ka-official ka talaga, may penalty yan. So, let's give you an example, Isang example niyan, meron yung mga councilors ng Sangguniang Bayan. For example, sa Tublay, sa Kibungan, yung mga yan, hindi nila alam na meron palang ganyan. Or, number 2, they disregarded it kasi talo naman ako. Mga ganyan. Alam mo bang may administrative fine yan na 6,000? pwede pang tumaas sa discretion ng commission. So, pwede siyang maging 8,000, mga ganyan, 7, 6, 7, 8,000. Malaking bagay din yun. At saka, if you filed it, for example, you did not file pero you were given a penalty na administrative fine, okay lang ba yun? Hindi okay yun. You still have to file again. Bakit? Kasi makakount yan as non-filing. Kapag mag-subsequent offense ka ulit, you can be perpetually barred from running. Ayoko nang tumakbo ever. O kaya lang, pwedeng magbago yung isip mo. Kapag umiba na naman yung panahon, tapos yung mga friends mo na ang nandyan sa posisyon, tapos pinapatakbo ka at biglang all of a sudden, dahil ikaw ay late bloomer, you think na, gusto ko palang mag-serve. Ngayong nag-retire na ako from service, gusto ko nang mag-serve. Mga ganyan ang isip mo. So, hindi mo masasabi yung panahon. Kaya you have to comply with the rules. And if you like to enter into politics, sigurado ka dapat. Okay? So, next slide tayo. Ayan. Yan yung sinasabi ko sa inyong perpetual prohibition, which means hindi ka na makakatakbo and you are going to be disqualified forever. Okay? Forever yan ha, kasi perpetual. Kaya nga perpetual. Okay, next. Ito ang computation natin. Ngayon, sa 7166, it also provides under Section 13 na if you are running for office and you have a political party, ang gastos mo na pwede mong i-spend for every registered voter is 3 pesos. Yan pa lang yung batas ngayon. Okay? For independent, 5 pesos. Sa local tayo, pagka presidente ka naman, senators, 10 pesos. Okay? So, be aware kung mapas na yung House Bill 6095. Kasi yung House Bill na yan will increase yung value ng gagastusin nyo for every registered voter. So, magiging 30 pesos yan, for independent 35. For president, vice president, 50 pesos. Okay? So, tataas yan. Pero kung hindi pa yan maipas, yan pa rin ang ating batas. So, 5 pesos for independent, 3 pesos kung meron kang political party. Okay? So, tingnan natin ang computation natin. So, let's go to this case. Next slide, please. Ayan. Ito, very famous ito. Every time na lang dinidiscuss namin ito nung sila Sir Dobie at DJ Gracia Pantasya pa ang host dito. Etong si Pepong, as usual, Pepang, bitong tayo. Si Pepong is running for governor. Akalain nyo, nakagastos siya ng more than 6 million sa ads lang alone. Sa paglabas sa TV, paglalabas na yung news, nandun siya, for governor, ads lang sa TV, umabot ng more than 6 million. Ang registered voters mo lang, ang computation is ganito. Number of registered voters times 3 pesos kung hindi ka independent and you have a political party, or if you are independent, 5 pesos. So, number of registered voters times 3 or times 5. So, ang nangyari, 4 million lang dapat, 576,566 ang dapat niyang gastusin kasi times 3. Doon sa 1,525,522 registered voters. Ang nangyari, 6 million. So, akala nyo ang consequences niyan. Ito ang depensa niya. That's already moot and academic because meaning moot and academic, lumampas na yung panahon and therefore it's no longer a justiciable controversy. Kaya okay na ako. I have already been proclaimed and therefore, because I am proclaimed, wala na yung isyong yan. Na-cure na yung pagka-proclamar ko na-cure na dyan. Hindi. So, talagang tinanggal si Pepong dyan. At ang pumalit, ibang tao na. So, pwede ba yon na you can just say na because na-cure na ako by condonation, because I have won in the elections, it will not cure that defect. So, kailangan, you have to file it and you have to ilimit mo sa number of registered voters times 3 or times 5. So, yan yung computation natin. Otherwise, overspending yan. And if it's overspending, magfo-fall siya sa under Section 68 of the Omnibus Election Code, which is a ground for disqualification. At yan talaga ang nangyari sa kanya. So, mag-ingat kayo.
Ayan, hindi nanalo po ang sumunod sa kanya.
Oo, yan yung next topic natin for next meeting. Pero, itong merong isang kaso ngayon sa Benguet, isang munisipyo. Alam mo niyo, for overspending, and just for 2019 elections, tumakbo siya sa isang maliit na munisipyo. At alam nyo, ang nilagay niya sa Statement of Contributions and Expenditures niya, lumampas lang siya ng around 3,000 pesos. Ngayon, akala mo wala na yun kasi, di ba, I am very honest and I'd like to place there what I've really, yung expenses ko talagang sinulat ko dyan and I was very honest. Lumampas ng 3,000 na compute ng COMELEC ngayon. Ngayon lang dumating, mag-election na tayo sa next year. Pero ngayon lang dumating, you are hereby required to explain why you should not be held liable for overspending under 68 of the Omnibus Election Code. Kasi lumampas ka ng around 3,000 dun sa number of registered voters na dapat mong gastusin. Imagine mo, nung 2019 pa yon, ngayon lang siya pinapa-explain. And that's overspending. Akala nyo, hindi aabot yan sa next elections. Pag tatakbo kayo, habol yan kasi magre-retroact yan. So mag-ingat talaga, mag-ingat. So yan ang limit. Kung hindi nyo alam ang limit, you ask COMELEC kasi ang computation yan is number of registered voters times 3 or times 5. Okay? Yan lang yung allowable expense. Okay, next. Ito naman. Itong si Pepong, nag-file siya ng COC for Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Ito, maganda to Si Pepong, he filed a COC for Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Nung 3 days later, kasi March 22 yun, March 25, nagbago yung isip niya. I am no longer running because, I have many obligations in my business ako. So, sayang naman yung oras ko kung magangampanya lang ako, hindi naman ako mananalo. And then, so, nag-withdraw ko. Chinarge ngayon siya ng COMELEC ng administrative fine of 10,000 pesos. Oh, bakit? Nag-withdraw naman ako. What the law requires is, sabi ni Pepong, what the law requires is that I ran and I lost or I won. Yan ang required na mag-file ng SOSE. You are wrong, sabi ng Supreme Court. Why? Because the law does not make any distinction. You have to file even if you lost, even if you won, even if you withdrew. Yon. Kasi hindi sinabi dyan, any candidate. Now, the law requires that. If it is not included, do not include. If you are not required to interpret, do not interpret. So, hindi mo pwedeng i-interpret na dahil nag-withdraw ka, you are not a candidate. You are still considered a candidate. So, mag-isip kayo twice or thrice or many, many times bago ka mag-file. Kasi even if you withdraw, you will be required to file a SOSE.
Attorney, in cases naman na talagang unforeseen, what if it's death? What is the action for that? Well, like for example, with FPJ, I think, ganun po ba?
Pag namatay na siya, wala ka nang ipa-file kasi wala nang obligation to file because you're already dead. Oo. Pero, lalo na kung nanalo, wala rin. Kasi wala na. Everything is extinguished when you're dead.
Okay. Yes, nabanggit nyo nga kapag namatay.
All liabilities, even if criminal, administrative, civil, unless may mga utang siya, tapos properties mo i-garnish. Yun ang ano dyan. Pero kung namatay ka na, wala na talaga yun. So, you are eliminated from the everything. Yun. So, you will only be remembered for...
Gaya ng sabi niyo po, yun yung greatest escape.
Yan yung greatest escape. Nung namatay yung si Pepang. That's the greatest escape. Okay, so the law does not make any distinction, even if you lost, even if you do not know, even if you withdrew. So, hindi ko alam, hindi ako aware na may ganun. So, karamihan dito sa Benguet, pumupunta pa nagpapa-advise. So, may na-receive silang notice. You have to explain, you have to pay this administrative fine. Hindi na nga explain kasi lumampas na yung explain. Dinisregard lang nila kasi, total, di naman na ako tatakbo, I'll just ignore this. Mamaya, may notice na sila na you are required to pay an administrative fine of 8,000 pesos for failure to file SOSE. Ganyan na yung sinabi. Ngayon, anong gagawin ko dito, attorney? Bakit ba kasi hindi ka nag-file? So, ang reason niya was, pumunta raw siya sa States. Lumampas na yung panahong yun, hindi na siya naka-file. Pero hindi ba, sa Duralex Sedlex, the law may be harsh, but it's still the law, so you have to follow. Pangalawa, you cannot claim ignorance over existence of laws because you are presumed to know the law as a Filipino citizen. Pangatlo, pwede ka namang mag-authorize ng relative mo to file.
Ayun.
Kasi buhay ka pa naman. So, you file your SOSE within the period and it is required. Otherwise, meron kang penalty. So, minsan, ako pa yung gumagawa nung advice nila. Yung ina-advisean ko pa sila kung ano yung irarason nila. O, ito yung gagawin mo. Pero ito under Elenita's notes, tatandaan nyo, dito lang yan lalabas sa RNG Luzon. If you are required to pay an administrative fine for not filing your SOSE, ang gawin mo, you pay the administrative fine kasi kailangan para ma-absolve ka from liability. Pero para hindi ma-tarnish yung record mo na hindi ka nag-file, you have to file a SOSE pa rin. Bakit? So that naka-comply ka pa rin even if you are late. Kasi what is prohibited is the late non-filing, hindi yung late filing. Late filing is still allowed, lalo na if you won. Kung you won because you have received the mandate of the Filipino people, because nanalo ka sa election, kailangan talagang mag-file ka ng SOSE at you cannot be prevented from filing. So, tatanggapin yung SOSE mo kahit ano pa. Kaya, lalo na pag nanalo ka. And pag na-issue na yung Certificate of Compliance by the election officer, yun yung ipipresent sa DILG so that you can assume office. Yan yung kailangan dyan. Okay, so next. Ito naman, mas interesting. Ito, Maturan versus Comelec. Alam nyo ba ang nangyari dito? Si Pepong, he runs for governor. Pero, meron palang record itong si Pepong na noong 2010 at 2013, hindi siya nag-file ng SOSE. Nakasulat na sa listahan na disqualified daw siya. He is perpetually barred to run again because of failure to file 2 times. I am disputing that, sabi ni Pepong. Because, nung una, yes, I failed to file. Talagang na-neglect ko yan and I admit, nung 2010. So, I paid an administrative fine of 15,000 pesos. So, ano na ako? Check. I am absolved. So, okay na siya. Yun nga, yung sinasabi ko, you have to still file. Kahit na pinenalize ka.
Kahit late.
Ngayon, ang nangyari, nung 2013, di nag-file ulit siya ng COC. Ang nangyari, he withdrew. So hindi talaga ako I only failed to file SOSE once. I did not fail to file SOSE twice. Because nung 2013, I withdrew my candidacy. Ngayon sa Pilar case, ano ba yan? Allowed ba yan? Even if you withdrew because the law does not make any distinction, you are still required to file SOSE. And therefore, because you failed to file SOSE, kahit nag-withdraw ka, failure na yan. So, yung dalawang yan is considered two na magkasunod na hindi ka nag-file and therefore, you are barred perpetually from running into office. Kaya talagang disqualified siya. Kaya nakakatakot talaga yan. Yung hindi pagpa-file ng SOSE. And it's very important. Now, there are certain requirements din dito sa pagpa-file ng SOSE where the BIR is involved. Baka hindi nyo alam yun. Ngayon, akala nyo, dumating yung mga friends mo one time, tapos coffee-coffee kayo, and then kakausapin ka na baka gusto mong tumakbo for office. Kasi alam mo, may clamor para sa'yo na tumakbo ka because you are good-hearted, you possess all the qualifications and none of the disqualifications. Mga ganyan, kakausapin ka para mag-isip naman kayo ng mabuti if you like to file. Kasi merong instances na biglang ayaw niya na o magbabago yung isip nyo. So, o kaya biglang malaman mo na after you file, meron ka palang gagawin sa BIR. So, yan yung, merong ganito minsan sa part 2 natin ng SOSE, hindi lang ito ang part 1. Meron tayong part 2 na mag-i-invite ako ng taga-BIR kasi hindi naman ako competent mag-discuss tungkol dyan. Pero in general, ito yon. Pag kandidato ka and you file a COC with the Office of the Election Officer of the COMELEC sa October 1 to 8, susulatan, kukuha sila ng listahan sa amin, itong BIR, kung sino yung mga nag-file, di ba? So, susulatan kayo niyan at sasabihin, proceed to BIR office and you get this book. May kailangan kang fill up book na doon mo ipopost lahat ng mga yung materials na binili mo. For example, bumili ka ng polyetos, tarpaulin, poster, yung mga yan. School supplies kasi for writing materials, for paper, mga ganyan. Bumili kang plastic cover, yung mga stickers, mga ganyan, paggawa ka. You are a withholding agent. You will become the withholding agent for value-added tax. Alam nyo ba yung when you buy ball pen, coupon bond, pencil, di ba may VAT ka nang binabayaran doon? And it's the bookstore kung saan mo binili yun or the store na magko-collect nung certain percentage na yan. And then yung percentage na yan, isasubmit nila sa BIR. Kasi na-withhold yun. Pero hindi na silang gagawa niyan. Ikaw na ngayon as candidate. So you become a withholding agent for the government. Imagine mo yun? So, hindi lang pala, tatakbo lang ako just because tatakbo lang ako. Hindi. There are other things na gagawin mo. So, doon sa book na yun, isusulat mo lahat ng yun, and then after the end of the elections, you submit to them, and then you pay yung tax na yun. So, are you ready for it? Do you want to do that? Kaya, you hire an accountant. O di, dagdag na naman yan sa gastos mo. Pero kung big time ka naman, for example, senator, talagang kailangan mo ng mga ganyan. So may lawyer ka na, may accountant ka pa, or CPA lawyer.
Attorney, di ba nabanggit nyo, syempre, materials lang, hindi yung services. Tulad kunyari, accountant, kuha ka ng accountant for your hindi naman. Hindi kasama.
Hindi, meron yun, kasama yun.
Kasama din yun.
Kaya lang, meron akong i-discuss sa inyo na just in case, for services kasi, so may tax din yun for services and for goods and for yung materials. Ito, meron yung, paano kung ganito ang dinonate sa akin, for example, mga pagkain. Or gumastos ako ng 100,000 pesos kasi bumili ako ng snacks at saka for the meeting. Tatandaan nyo under Section 89 of the Omnibus Election Code, which we already discussed before, bawal yun. Yung you are holding a meeting 5 hours before the meeting and 5 hours after the meeting, hindi ka dapat nagbibigay ng free food, transportation, at kung ano-anong material things doon sa mga pinag-meetingan nyo, yung mga taong miniting nyo, because bawal yun. On the day of the elections and the days preceding the elections. Yun ang nakalagay sa Section 89 of the Omnibus Election Code, which is a ground for disqualification. So, please do not include that sa iyong SOSE. Ang nakalagay lang dyan, yung materials and services na ginamit mo. Ngayon, i-detailed, pag nagle-lecture ako sa mga nag-ask sa akin, meron kaming mga papel na nakalagay mga resibo ng mga services, mga goods, and then I require them to fill it up. Tapos checkin namin. Tapos kunyari may lawyer doon, siya yung magno-notarize. Mga ganon. Ginagawa namin yan pagka tatawagin kami to teach them kung paano mag-fill up ng SOSE. How to simplify everything and fill up the SOSE. We can teach you that. Pwede ko ring sabihin dito sa part 2 ng ating SOSE. That's before elections. Tuturo ko sa inyo. Simple way lang na ginawa ng isang kandidato na hiniram ko. So, yun din yung ipapakita natin dito. Pero tatawag din ako ng competent person sa BIR to explain yung pagiging withholding agent nyo.
Yes.
So, it's not as simple as you think na tulad noon, nung 1985, 1970s, tatakbo lang ako and then I will file COC, tapos na. Talo ako, panalo ako, tapos na. There are other obligations. At pag nag-file ka ng COC mo, once na you hand it over to the COMELEC and it is accepted, it is the beginning of another life. And the more responsibilities that you will have. Kaya mag-ingat sa gusto nyong gawin. Yes. So, meron pa po kayong questions?
Ako, attorney, do you just trust in good faith na tama or accurate yung isasabit nila sa inyong COC?
Dahil, oo. The answer is yes. Why? Because it is under oath. Ngayon, if it is under oath, ano siya talaga? Totoo yung sinabi mo. Otherwise, a person could be held liable for falsification or for, kung nasa court yan, is perjury.
Okay.
So, ang last natin is quote of the day.
Yes.
Ito. If you are filing your COC, you should be sure of what you're doing. And be ready with all that's going to happen. Yan ang mangyayari. So you don't just jump into the pool na ito yung politics. Mag-ingat kayo. At kung good-hearted ka, maganda rin merong good-hearted na makapasok. Pero kailangan matatag ka rin at the same time. So for next meeting,
Attorney,
ang ating next meeting na i-discuss ay kung naalala nyo yung case na yan, yung Ejercito case na overspending, di na-oust na siya sa posisyon. And that's after elections kasi na-proclaim na siya according to him. sino ang papalit sa kanya? Is it the person who filed the case, the one who lost in the gubernatorial race, the second placer, or is it by succession under the local government code? So, that is the theory of the second placer. Na-discuss na namin ito with Sir Dolby and Miss Gracia Pantasya. Pero uulitin ko kasi may nag-request sa akin. So, ulitin ko para sa inyo. Yung storyang yan na it involves the Jun Labo case, the Nardo Kayat versus Paliling case. Yung mga yan. Sino ang papalit? Kailan papalit ang second placer? Na the one who lost pero siya yung pangalawa. Is he the will ba siya ng people? Is he the choice of the Filipino people? Yan ang sasagutin natin next meeting.
Ayan, talagang marami tayong natutunan ngayon. It's all about election. Lalo na sa mga tatakbo, talagang mag-ingat po tayo. At syempre, kapag papasok ka sa ganitong mga commitment, dapat alam mo.
It's a huge responsibility, mga car rangers. And Attorney, maraming salamat po.
Apo, maraming salamat. Tsaka announcement, ang last day ng registration is September 30, 2021. Ang office hours namin is 8 to 12, 1 to 5, and Mondays to Fridays. So, wag nyo na pong hintayin ang last day. October 1 to 8 ang filing of COC natin or Certificates of Candidacy. So, be ready and I'll see you sa COMELEC office.
Of course, we will.
Magparehistro na mga ka-rangers at syempre nalalapit ang eleksyon na ito ng pagbabago natin. Kaya, syempre pasadahan naman natin ang ating mga sponsors, Katia Liz,
Muizar,
TG Home Builders,
Baguio Country Club,
Lane Hotel,
TG Home Builders,
Loves Cafe, Amihan at Balita Ngayon,
Lorma Medical Center,
Mega Tower,
My Monox,
NGCP, Pines
Estate
Gaming Corporation, Studio Coffee,
and wala nang aw
sa PAW. Once again, ito ang Fantastic Friday. And ako, ang inyong papapi ang magpapainit sa inyong umaga.
Siya Kikay, ang kasama niya tuwing agahan, mga car rangers.
At ito ang tambalang Sipaw ng
Morning Balitaktakan.
Hear the music of the heart. Let all music take you there. Where Star will take you everywhere. Bringing music closer to your heart. Star will take you there.
Only barbecue, only grill, only side dishes, only additional dishes with only charcoal barbecue. Indulge and choose from our 8 types of meat. Beef samgyeopsal, pork samgyeopsal, spicy samgyeopsal, tender flavorful moksel, pork barbecue, spicy chicken, and chicken barbecue. Don't limit those cravings and go all out with more than 20 additional dishes from ramyun, soy sauce chicken, fried chicken, dumplings, kimali, tteokbokki, chop suey, spaghetti, macaroni salad, kimbap, vegetable salad, kakis, doenjang soup, egg soup, sweet and sour pork, and many more to satisfy your appetite. Top your foodie experience with unlimited side dishes to choose from with a variety of vegetables, finger foods, noodles, spices, and many more. Best experience with family and friends. Treat yourself and visit us now at Samgyup Pocha, located at number 2 Leonard Wood Road, Manuel A. Rojas, Baguio City. Open from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Redefine Unlimited.
The Baguio Country Club, the first and only 5-star mountain resort in the Philippines, is fully equipped and ready to welcome you back. The club has thoroughly worked on adapting to the new normal. The usage of any of the facilities and amenities of the club is governed with specific rules, regulations, and procedures in accordance to the medical, physical distancing, and disinfecting protocols. And as you return back here to your second home and make new memories with us, we assure you that at the Baguio Country Club, you do not have to worry because we can assure you that the club continuously puts great importance to the health, safety, and wellness of its members, guests, and employees.
The most beautiful design you will find ever. Great furnitures and better price. Made in Korea. Art and Furnitures. Visit us at San Luis Bugo, La Union. Contact us at 0915-117-0111. Art and Furnitures.
May panlaban na ako sa pimple dahil sa araw-araw na pet malungwer pa ng Kati Alice. Say hi to a new confidence with Kati Alice.
Hello, good morning, TG Home Builders po.
TG Home Builders po?
Yes po, sir.
Sir, paano po umorder online ng mga hardware supplies?
Yes po, sir. Madali lang naman pong mag-order through our Facebook page po. Punta lang po kayo sa facebook.com/tghomebuilders at i-message nyo na lang po kami doon at meron lang pong sasagot sa inyo. So meron po tayong indoor, outdoor, tsaka meron din po tayong for kitchen, for bathroom, at mga lightings po.
Sir, ang TG Home Builders po ay isang tindahan na nag-offer po ng mga finishing material. Easy to install at mas makakatipid po sila ng oras at sa pera po nila. Mas concentrated po kami sa mga modern materials.
TG Home Builders! We turn houses into homes!
Narito ang ilang tag-initipid tips na pwedeng gawin ng hindi nahihirapan at nananatiling komportable sa pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay. I-defrost ng ref kapag lampas na sa 1/4 pulgada ang yelo. I-check din mabuti ang pinto ng ref para masigurong hindi tumatagas ang lamig. Bawasan din na maggamit ng maraming ilaw. Linisin at tanggalin na lang dumi at alikabok sa mga bumbilya para mas maging maliwanag ang mga ito. Magtulungan tayong lahat sa mahusay na paggamit ng kuryente upang masigurong tuloy-tuloy na maihahatid ang kuryente saan man sa bansa. Isang paalala mula sa NGCP.
Masakit ba ang likod, ang kasukasuan? Namimitik o masakit ang iyong kalamnan? May rayuma, arthritis o nahihilo? May stiff neck, flatulence o masakit ang ulo? Sa Pauliniment, yung haway, garantisado.
Pauliniment, isang pahid ka lang.
Dahil walang out sa Pau!